Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 9 of our English 1020 class online. I can't even believe that here we are in week 9. We are just past the halfway mark in our class, and I'm really excited because we're starting my favorite project, Project 3. Now, I know that once you know that it's a research project, you might be groaning a little bit, but stick with me and I'm going to tell you why it's my favorite. I also want to talk in this video about not just introducing Project 3 A and B, but highlight some key differences between Project 3 and Project 2, which you guys just turned in. Air fives. Yeah, good job. And I want to talk a little bit about the difference between writing about your research process and writing about your research to an academic audience. I want to talk through our week's activities and then kind of do a little bit of maintenance talk with you guys at the end of the video. So we got a lot to talk about. So I'll dive right in. Just to introduce, first of all, the concepts that are different between Project 2 and Project 3. And then I'll head into Canvas and we can actually look at the assignment. But first of all, I just want to say that what you guys wrote in Project 2 is amazing. I'm just starting to look at them. I'm really excited to read through your iSearch papers. And you all know that it was very narrative, right? It was not like a traditional research paper. You were writing about the process of researching. So that all of that research that you did, though, you can still use. In fact, I want you to use it. I want you to take the research that you've collected, the work that you've done on your topic, and I want you to translate that into Project 3, where we're going to write totally differently about it now, right? You wrote more reflectively, more telling a story, using your personal pronouns, talking about the process of finding and evaluating your sources. Now we want to be taking sources, integrating them in a much more formal structure. And the thing that we write at the end of Project 3A is going to look and feel a lot more like a quote unquote traditional research paper. It's going to be very polished, sophisticated, and I want you to imagine and maybe even do this. Try publishing it. There are some undergraduate research journals who might love a piece like you're about to write. So keep that in the back of your brain. We are going to be writing a publication quality research paper for an academic audience. And just by saying that, you guys know then that this is very different from Project 2. Instead of being reflective on your process, I want you to actually put that process into action and create a product now that is academic in tone and style and headed for a particular audience. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but I just wanted to highlight some of the differences and also to say I got a few questions about people wanting and hoping that they could use their topic from Project 2 in Project 3, and you totally can. In fact, I was hoping that you would. Having said that, if anyone is totally burnt out on your topic, you can, of course, switch, but you'll also have to find additional sources to make up for those from Project 2 that would have carried over. So let's just open up Canvas right now and we'll look at the assignment together. Okay, so I'm gonna just really quickly go down here and open up Project 3A. We're gonna talk quickly through this assignment and then I will go through our weekly activities and then we'll close out this video. So here we are embarking on further research of the study that you started in Project 2. And of course, as we just mentioned, you are going to be sticking to more of an academic voice to write this paper. Now, what we're going to do this week, one of the things that we're going to do is a quick and dirty bit of genre analysis, which basically means we're going to look at some sample academic papers, actually papers that have been published in undergraduate research journals by undergraduate students just like you. So we're going to be looking at these to see what their features are, what makes them good, what maybe you might want to revise if you were writing something like this. And keep in mind that you could join this discourse community of published undergraduate students. So think about that as we're moving forward. Writing a really excellent Project 3A could be setting you on the path to your very first publication. You don't know. Okay, so at the end of this project, you want to have composed a paper that is appropriate for submission to a real-life academic forum. And we're going to be practicing the research strategies that we've developed already from Project 2. Brass tacks, right? Tell me what I got to do. You need to now change your research question into a research claim. So that's one of the other things we're going to be working on this week is translating your question. For example, why do museums need to be funded? Into a claim. For example, museums need to be funded because they provide tangible benefits to the community, XYZ. So along with that claim, you're going to need to find 4 new sources to add to your works cited list. 2 of them should be scholarly and 2 of them should be popular. And you're going to add these on to the sources that you already found and are going to use from Project 2. So you also want to know what you're responding to in the conversation. This should be a fun and dynamic process. So take a look at the mini lesson video from this week because I go into how to join the conversation in terms of research. So this is going to be maybe the longest paper that we do this semester, plus you will need to write a reflection letter to jump in here to the conversation and to reflect on your research. So where do we start? We're not doing all of this in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? We are going to look at our week's activities, which we're getting down, scrolling down now. Scrolling down towards the end as soon as Canvas loads. Okay, so you can see here actually that underneath our week 9 activities, which I'm going to jump into in a second, your chat check-in number 4 is due, and here is where I want you to actually translate your question from Project 2 into a claim, an argumentative claim. You'll see a reference to sample papers that you need to read this week to help you with your genre analysis, and they can be found here in this folder. Also, you're going to be starting to work on the first part of an annotated bibliography. So take a look at the assignment here, and if you have any questions, definitely let me know. And then a DJ number 9. So we've got a lot going on this week. But let's just dive in here. And you can see that the first thing as we start off in this research argument is to watch your week 9 instructor video, which you're already doing. Good job. High five. And please, please make sure that you watch the conversation mini lesson because that will really help you conceptualize what to do with all of these sources, because you definitely don't want to just summarize, here's another source. Another source I read was, you don't want to do that. You really want to see how these authors can be put into a more natural, organic conversation with each other in service of your claim. You can check out the little vid about writing, research, and citation. Reading, there's not really a lot of assigned reading this week except for looking into a sample paper from the list. And also just keep searching. Research and search again and research. Get it? See what I did there? You just got to keep looking, keep finding, keep evaluating, because again, you do need 4 additional sources. And as for writing, you got to do your chat check-in. DJ, that's a typo up there. DJ number 9 is due at the end of this week, along with Project Builder 7, which is your first annotated bibliography. So you want to shoot for watching this video by Wednesday, tomorrow, looking at some sample papers, and try your chat check-in. By Friday, you want to have watched the mini lesson, you want to have read some potential source articles, and started on your annotated bibliography. And then by Sunday, watch your little vid, keep reading, keep researching, and post your digital journal. All right, so I'm going to pull back out of here, and then we'll conclude this. Okay, so this week is a little bit of an easy entry into Project 3A. As you read through the assignment, if you have any questions, please, of course, feel free to email me, Skype, set up a Skype appointment, come to my office during office hours. Don't forget also that your peer mentor, Rayanne, has office hours. She's considering changing them because she hasn't gotten a lot of traffic so far this semester. So she's going to be posting something on the GroupMe app to get your thoughts on what day would work better for you guys to access her during her office hours. You can also always post a GroupMe question, stuff like that. Last little bit of maintenance to talk about today is please don't forget to be putting materials into your portfolio. So periodically we have a journal entry that asks you to please pause and put some things in your portfolio. Take advantage of that. Your OneDrive portfolio is the thing that I emailed to you at the very beginning of the semester. You guys should have access to it. It's labeled with your Access ID. And inside, there's 3 folders. P1 stands for Project 1, P2, and P3, standing for all the projects so far. So just kind of keep up with that because that's going to be part of your final project in this class. You definitely want to upload your final drafts of papers and then 1 to 2 relevant artifacts that showcase or demonstrate what you learned in a given project. Okay, I think that's it for now. Please feel free to hit me up with questions, hit up Rayanne on the GroupMe, talk to each other in your chat check-ins this week. If somebody is posting a really cool argument, feel free to chime in and say so. You guys are usually pretty talkative and good about supporting each other, but I just want to keep encouraging you to keep that collaboration alive in our classes. All right, you guys rock. I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye everybody.